This is DJI Osmo 360 camera from the giant DJI. They have produced a lot of action cameras, drones, and now they are into 360 camera, and here it is. This is their first iteration, and I have been using this camera for more than 2 weeks. And in this video, I'll share my honest experience because I believe you have already seen a lot of reviews of this camera. But if you want to purchase this camera, I think this video will help you because I'll not share all the bells and whistles, but I'll share what really matters, what you will get from this camera. Do you really need this camera? So let's find it out. Here I have the adventure combo pack. If you want to purchase this camera, I will recommend you to purchase this one because if you purchase the standard pack, you will not have the option to get the selfie stick and extra batteries. So for those who want to record like a day-long shoot, then I believe the adventure combo pack is the perfect one. So if you unbox this camera, you will get two separate boxes. One will contain the camera and other one contain the accessories. So you'll get the camera, of course. You'll get few documentation. Next, you'll get a pouch with a fiber cloth. Then you'll get a silicone lens cover, a magnetic mount, a selfie stick, and Type-C cable. Lastly, a battery case with 3 batteries. So here is the DJI Osmo 360 camera. The ergonomic is very different than Insta360 X5. You can see the design is not a very tall rectangular design. They have gone through the squarish route, and for few people they will like the design, but honestly, if I tell you, I didn't feel comfortable using this camera handheld. When I'm using the camera with the selfie stick, it's great. You will get very high quality video and whatnot. But whenever you are using the camera without a selfie stick, suppose you are using the camera for a quick shot when you are walking down the street and using the camera just like a normal action camera, then you have to hold the camera like that. So it will not give you that grip. But if you talk about the Insta360 X5, that camera's tall rectangular design will give you some grip to hold the camera whenever using the camera as an action camera. So that's the first impression about this camera. Other than that, the build quality is very high. You know, DJI, they make very high quality products. So it's the same story here. Here you will get a power button, and then you will get a Type-C door, and here on this side you will get the battery door. In the top you will not have anything. Here is 2 lenses, and this is a small screen to show you the menu and the video feed. Here you'll see 2 buttons. One is the record button and other one is the switching button, or you can customize this button. In the bottom you'll see 3/4 inch tripod hole, and also you'll see a magnetic mount clip. So they'll provide you a magnetic mount to mount the camera like that with the selfie stick. If you don't have this magnetic mount, no worry, you will have the 3/4 inch hole, so you can just insert any selfie stick or tripod if you want, just like that, and you can use the camera. So here DJI has used a square sensor. Insta360 X5, they have used a rectangular sensor, but they have used a square sensor. Why? Because square sensors are very efficient for 360-degree camera. You don't need those extra pixels when you are making a 360 video. Apparently you are just cropping out those sections when you are stitching. That is why DJI decided to use a square sensor, and the sensor size is 1/1.1 inch, and this sensor is very efficient that you can record almost 100 minutes of 8K 30 fps videos. But in my experience, I haven't got that much time. I have got around 93-94 minutes whenever I am using the camera. Again, I'm not recording the video at once. I have used the camera with few intervals. That is why maybe my recording time is lower than the advertised 100-minute 8K 30 fps video. I'll talk a lot about Insta360 X5 because this is the #1 competitor of this camera. So if you want to buy this camera, you have to decide whether you want to purchase this one or Insta360 X5. You have to remember that Insta360 have been making 360 camera for years now, right? And this is the first version of DJI's 360 camera. So there will be few issues that will not be very smooth like a Insta360 X5, but here for DJI 360 camera there are few pros. there are a few advantages. The first one is microphone compatibility. You know, DJI make very high quality microphones, and you can use those microphone without any receiver with this camera, because you can connect your DJI Mic 2, DJI Mic Mini or DJI Mic 3 without any receiver. They can connect via Bluetooth, and you can record high quality audio with your 360 video. That's very cool, because if you're using a Insta360 X5 camera, then you have to purchase a separate adapter to insert the receiver with this camera. Otherwise, the receiver will be visible, right? So for Osmo 360 camera, that is the number one point that you should consider, whether you want to record high quality audio or not. If you want to record high quality audio with your 360 camera, I think this will be a very great option. So to give you an idea, here you can hear me without any microphone. So this is the audio quality of DJI Osmo 360's built-in microphone. How does that sound? Also, I'm gonna test the audio using DJI Mic 2 and connect that with Bluetooth. Now I am in the exact same condition and you are hearing me using DJI Mic 2. I have connected DJI Mic 2 microphone with DJI Osmo 360 camera via Bluetooth. So this is the audio quality you are gonna get if you are not using any kinds of receiver. DJI Osmo 360 camera can record 8K 30fps video maximum. That will not be the exported resolution. When you are recording 8K 30fps video, then you need to stitch the video and then you need to reframe the video and then you will export the video, right? So it will depend on the reframing. The more you crop in or the more you zoom in to the 360 footages, the more resolution you will lose. So when you are recording 8K 30fps video and if you are exporting a very wide field of view, then you will get maximum 4K 30fps video footage, and those looks really cool to my eyes and very high quality videos. Also, if you down your resolution to 6K, then you will be able to record 6K 60fps video. So if you want to slow down your video in post, then you can record 60fps video if you're recording in 6K. But again, you have to remember, when you're reframing, you will not get very high quality resolution. You have to export the video in 1080p or maximum 2.7K. So that is one thing that you should consider. Most of the people will record in 8K 30fps. So when you are recording 8K 30fps, you can record in D-Log M 10-bit. That is one of the main selling point of this camera, because Insta360 X5 cannot record in 10-bit format. So this camera can record in 10-bit format. If you are someone who want to color grade their video or who want to have more dynamic range out of their video, then this is the camera that you should go for. It can record 10-bit video and the dynamic range is great. Here you can see a situation that is a very bright sunny day and there is sun behind me, and it captured very high quality video and the dynamic range is great. So I really like the footages out of this camera, and the color grading process is very simple. If you are a very beginner, you can just use the LUT they have provided and it will mostly correct the video. If you're a DJI lover, I believe you have a DJI action camera. So if you have DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, then you have this battery. You can use the battery with this camera too. So you can exchange the battery with one camera to another camera. There is an issue with this camera, you cannot change the lens. With Insta360 X5, you can change the lens. When you are using a 360 camera, you can just scratch the lens very quickly, right? So if you once scratch the lens, you will not get high quality video. So what will you do? So DJI has introduced options to change the lens. If you brought your camera to their service center, they will change the lens for you, but you have to pay them $25, which is equivalent to Insta360 X5 lens price. So you don't need to pay extra fee to change the lens, but you have to bring the camera to DJI service center and they will change the lens if you pay them $25. For that option, you don't need to buy DJI Care plan. You can change the lens for $25 without any DJI Care plan. DJI have been using the magnetic mount for their action cameras, and here they have also introduced that option too. So you can use the same magnetic mount with this camera too, and it is very convenient. Whenever you're using the camera, you can just clip the mount and declip the mount very easily. So it is very convenient. Also, with this provided mount, you can press this button and it will tilt the camera. Now when you are recording in single lens mode, you will have that option to see the screen properly. So I really like that feature. And talking about the screen, one downside of this camera is the screen size is very small, so you cannot see you properly whenever you are recording. For Insta360 X5 camera, the screen size is very big. You can see you properly and reframe yourself and see what you are capturing. So here is very tough to navigate through the screen. So I think DJI should increase the screen size a little bit for convenience. A lot of people has complained about the battery compartment and the Type-C compartment of Insta360 X5. So whenever they are using the camera underwater, accidentally if they open the door, it will destroy the camera, right? But here DJI has introduced a separate mechanism, so you cannot just press and slide to open the door. You have to press and then go to the right side, and then you have to slide to open the door. So that is one extra layer of security, so that you don't open the door accidentally whenever you're using this camera underwater. And yes, of course, without any casing or any box, this camera is waterproof, so you can dive with this camera. Now let's talk about the problem that I have faced. The first problem is when you are using the camera in single lens mode, because they has advertised this camera like twin-one camera. You can use the camera like action camera, and you can use the camera as a 360 camera. But when you are using this camera as an action camera, you cannot switch the view. Suppose you are shooting yourself using this lens, right? Now when you are recording, you want to switch and you want to show the view in front of you. You have to switch to this lens. You cannot do this while you are recording. You have to stop the recording, then you have to switch that. So I believe DJI can fix that with a software update. So I will just wait for a firmware update and see if they fix or not. The second problem is you cannot change the lens. So whenever you are using the camera, if you scratch the lens, you need to replace the lens, and for that you need to go to the DJI service center. For some people it may not be very convenient option. So if you're someone who live in a rural area who cannot go to the DJI service center, then I think this will not be a good option for you. The next thing is very crucial, which is with the stitching. The stitching is not perfect. Here I have used the official selfie stick provided by DJI, and with this example you can see the selfie stick is pretty visible. When you are using a 360 camera, you want an angle that is very unique, right? So if the selfie stick is visible, then I think there will not a purpose to use this camera. So I think DJI should care about this with the stitching. Here you can see an example of Insta360 X4. The selfie stick is not visible. The stitching is very perfect. And also with the software, you will not get several options when you are stitching. They will not give that options. Also, the DJI Studio is missing motion LND filter, which Insta360 has. Also in DJI Studio, you cannot use keyframe after you track a subject. The tracking works perfect. It can track a moving subject very beautifully, but after tracking you cannot use any keyframe. So that is another thing. One thing I liked about DJI, that it supports your Apple Watch or any supported device. So if you're doing any activity like running or cycling, then you can use your Apple Watch data, and you can directly integrate those data when you are stitching the footage using DJI Mimo app. You can go to the dashboard, and from there you can include pacing, then maps option, speed and whatnot. So it will give you several options. So for those who are very activity lover, they will love this camera. Then the screen size is very small to my likings. I would love to see a bigger screen version when they have released a DJI 362 camera. So I'll wait for that. And lastly, the camera is not super comfortable to hold when you are using the camera as an action camera or in single lens mode. So that's it. That's about the experience that I have got with this camera. It's a mixed opinion for me. For a first generation of a camera, DJI really done a great job. The video quality is great. You will get so many options. You cannot say after using this camera that this is the first 360 camera from DJI. It feels like they have got the experience. But still, if I have to buy a DJI 360 camera, I would like to wait, and I would go for DJI 360 version 2. But if you are someone who are using DJI action cameras, and if you have DJI accessories like DJI mic, then I think this camera can be a very great options. So that is all for today. I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video and learn something new from this one, then you can give me a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about different camera gear accessories and video editing, then you can subscribe to this channel to get more awesome videos just like this one. And if you want to purchase the camera, I'll put affiliate link in the description below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.